I want to talk about this too. This is from AP News. Toy company Mattel revealed its first Barbie doll representing a person with Down syndrome on Tuesday. Mattel collaborated with the National Down Syndrome Society to create the Barbie and ensure the doll accurately represents a person with Down syndrome, the company said. Design features of the new Barbie were made under guidance from NDSS. Mattel said, in addition to portraying some physical characteristics of a person with Down syndrome, the Barbie's clothing and accessories carry special meaning. The blue and yellow on the doll's dress, accompanied by butterflies, represents symbols and colors associated with Down syndrome awareness. The Barbie also has ankle foot orthotics, which some Down syndrome children use. Good Morning America had a segment on this, so you could see the Barbie. Let's check that out.
And I'm here for the first ever Barbie with Down syndrome, and it's like me. And it's beautiful, and I love it to pieces. I love it.
What do you think?
Nice, yeah.
What do you like about it?
The hair and the clothes.
We brought the doll with Down syndrome to life in close partnership with the National Down Syndrome Society. Through this collaboration, we were able to ensure the doll and all the design elements and details were an accurate representation of a person with Down syndrome.
Okay, so here's what I want to say about this, because I've seen some conservatives making fun of this and calling it woke. It's another woke, inclusive, PC thing, is what some are saying. And I'll admit that in the first moment after I saw this headline, I almost had that reaction, because I saw the term inclusive Barbie doll, and my first instinctive reaction is to roll my eyes, because 99.9% of the time, it's going to be something stupid. If there's an inclusive whatever, it's something stupid. It could be something, or it's going to be something actively objectionable, or both. You know, like a non-binary Barbie doll or something. If they don't already have that, I'm sure they're going to soon enough. But then there's the 0.1% of the time when it's actually something good, and this is the 0.1%. We don't want to be like dogs, you know, barking whenever we hear a car in the driveway, no matter who's driving it. We want to have discernment, right? And we should have it here. Down syndrome people really do need to be included. We do need inclusivity campaigns for them, because Down syndrome people, especially children, are being excluded from society in the most violent and bloody ways. They're being exterminated by the abortion industry. That's a big reason why they run tests for Down syndrome in utero, because they run the tests and then they give the parents the option to kill the child if they don't want to have a child with Down syndrome. And tragically, many parents do. If we're doing anything as a society, I would say to include Down syndrome children, to humanize them, represent them, that's a good thing. It's pro-life, actually. It is pro-life. The correct and also strategically intelligent reaction for conservatives from something like this is to say, wow, Mattel is pro-life. They're putting out something pro-life. This is great. Now, does Mattel mean it that way? Okay, did the Mattel Corporation, and they're in their marketing department, their toy development department, whatever, and they're sitting around, did they say, hey, what can we do to advance the pro-life cause? Well, obviously not. And they would be horrified, probably, if we took it that way. So if conservatives started coming out and saying, this is pro-life, this is amazing, this is great, Mattel would not be happy about that. But we should do it anyway. Like, take the wins where they come, even if they're unintentional. Even if we're seizing on to something that was meant a certain way, and we're saying, nope, this is what it means. You might not have meant it this way, but this is what it means. And this is a perfect example of that. Whether you intend for it to be pro-life or not, whether that's a conscious intention, it is. Because to include and humanize and represent, again, I know these words have connotations now, and every time we hear them, we have that instinctive reaction to it. But there are contexts where these words really do mean something, even if they're misused most of the time. And in this case, yeah, representing and including Down syndrome children is a very good thing. And also, look, it's true that if you're a parent with a child who has Down syndrome, the shows that your child watches, the movies, the toys that he plays with, he's not going to often see people like him in those contexts. Partly because, again, Down syndrome people are being eradicated in an actual eugenics campaign that's happening in this country and across the Western world. So I can imagine that if I had a daughter with Down syndrome, I'd be going out and buying this doll for her. And it would be extremely unfair and annoying, to say the least, if I heard conservatives accusing me of participating in something woke because of it. It's not, and we need to be smarter than that.